Good evening, folks. It's Darth Rabbit 07 again, coming at you tonight with another excellent unboxing and quick review. This is of the Classified series Snake Eyes. Let me back this up just a little bit here, and we'll take a look at this. Like I said, first in this boxing, and it's absolutely striking. I got to thank my good friends over at Comic and V. Ryle had just gotten us in, and had this in Destro, and I'll go get Destro tomorrow. But this is just awesome. Let's look at the side of the box here. Series number 2, G.I. Joe. This is the money shot here, guys. I am just too pumped for these with this artwork and whatnot. And it looks like they used the most recent Black Hawk, or that had this old jet, and it had a little shuttle that fit right on the back of it, but this was the more movie reminiscent version. And all the other, like the Fang tanks and all the other great vehicles, the Air Strikers, and I had a Ghost Hawk back in the day right here, and wanted the Bridge Layer, didn't ever get it. But yeah, it's got me excited. So hopefully we'll see some version or form of even like the Rattler or something, you know, with this series. It'll be big. But these are your 6-inch figures that are G.I. Joe. And if there was two things in life as a kid in the 80s, it was G.I. Joe and Transformers. Or with my case, it was Transformers and G.I. Joe. But you know, Cobra Commander was voiced by the same guy, Chris Latta. Anyway, just loved the voiceover back then, and I was a big fan of Snake Eyes on the Joe side and Destro on Cobra side. So it's fitting that these are my first two of this series. Anyway, I'm going to take a look at the bottom. Nothing really cool there, and just more or two, but that's just oh, and Snake Eyes are there on the side. This is not your $50 offering. This is your mass retail offering, and I'm extremely pleased to have it in my hand. So I'm going to pause this, get him out of the box, look at his gear and accessories, and see what he's about. Hang on one moment, please. And before we get into Snake here, I want to go over his accessories. He comes with a Bawaka knife, it looks like. The thing is got some teeth on it, and on mine it doesn't seem to want to fit down inside of that. He comes with a pistol here with a silencer that you can plug in here fairly, I don't know, easy. So he's got a pistol with a silencer, and then he's got a submachine gun, as you can see right here. He's got all these pegs, and just gotta learn what's going on or watch a couple of the videos, and then I don't know, might be able to speak more for it. Silencer will not work with this that I know of. Be neat if it could. Comes with this legendary Snake Eyes sword and sheath, which is always a must for Snake. Love the paint detail on that hilt. And Snake comes with his backpack gear. It's got like a hole there, and I have a little theory about how that works together there. Let me get this guy together here. Hang on 1 second more. And such, here is Snake Eyes with him, with all of his gear, where it can go. Like I said, don't know if it's a mileage, varies for the classified retail $20 ones. This is as far as I can get his knife to go down inside of the sheath. But he's got his silencer here in a hole on the holster. He's got his pistol there that works with the silencer. On his back, he will peg in the backpack to the back, and just really wish that there was a fixer in, or I might watch a couple of people to see if I can get this thing to go on down in there, because this is otherwise a perfect figure outside of it being just a touch loose. I'm just excited to get him. He's one of my favorite Joes of all time. Growing up, I had, let's see that there's some silver detail here, that the detail work on this is magnificent. And along with his articulation, I mean, he's got some crazy articulation. I'm gonna try to bust a couple of cool poses before we go on to the final thoughts. But this guy, he's spectacular, and I'm tickled to have him in hand finally. I was just getting ready to leave Comic Envy since they opened up for the first time this past couple weeks, and I was checking for Transformers, but then I was like, hey, it's like, you guys get in the Classified series, because I saw the Star Wars Black series, I saw some other stuff there, and I was like, oh shoot, this new Ghostbusters or the new G.I. Joe stuff should be coming soon. I'm more into the G.I. Joe than the Ghostbusters. The Ghostbusters is my brother's thing. And sure enough, he had it there, and he's like, he goes, I'm not sure I got Snake Eyes or Destro. He goes, I think I got everybody else, but then he had 2 Snakes and 2 Destros, and had a Scarlet and a Roadblock, I think it was. And you can correct me in the comments down below if I got that wrong for the first wave. But yeah, he's got all this crazy gear and detail. And like I said, I'm going to try to mod this and make it work for the knife to get in there further. And just like I didn't get a hold of the nice $50 set that most folks got earlier, but for now it's pro post. But I'll pause this and get him a couple of poses, and we'll give you some final thoughts. Here he is with a little pew pew bang bang action there with the sword on his back off to the side. Still got the knife in his side spot there, and he just looks really cool at any angle that you gotta pose him here. I'm gonna try and bust a couple more poses here. Bear with me. What is that? A little Splinter Cell going on there with his little pew -pew silencer and his sword to strike with a reverse grip. He's got some ab crunch. He got some crazy articulation, folks. I mean, he's got it in his heels, and he's got the old rockers, so you can get that if you can stick it. He's got shin swivel, 2 bends at the knee there to get, full blown crazy ninja stuff. He's got the thigh swivel. He's got the waist articulation. He's just a real American hero, folks. I tell you, I am really digging him and looking forward to seeing, what they do with the others as they go along. When I was a kid, I had Spirit was one of the first ones, and his Hawk, and then Snake Eyes and his Wolf, and then as I kept going, I got other really got into gosh, I lost it. Shipwreck, and then the pilot with the shark, and anyway, and on the Cobra side, I had the big stealth, the Night Raven. That's what it was. I had the Night Raven and its shuttle and its pilot, and that was a really cool thing because it had rubber wheels and whatnot that retracted and what have you. But don't know if they'll do all that for these 6-inch figures. I'm glad they didn't go back down to the 3 1/4, because this is what I would, and I think what most of us wanted as adult collectors, and I wouldn't mind getting a hold of those awesome vehicles for the 6-inch figures to ride in. I think it's a little bit more doable than some of the Star Wars stuff, but if it cost a bit more, then it cost a bit more. And just want to have like really cool, now that the Classified's here, I'd like to see that happen, and or the mass stuff get done like this. This is pure love from Hasbro to the fans, and I can't say enough positive about it. I'm not sure that he would ever go sliding in like this and be ready to cut somebody down. Pew, pew, pew. But whenever you do it, you can pose it how you want to. My final thoughts is that if you got opportunity to snag him, snag Destro. They both look amazing in hand. Going back to get him on Destro tomorrow, and a little bit of fiddly stuff going on. Even in that case, I still say for G.I. Joe figures is a 10 out of 10, and hoping that other stuff that hopefully you don't have all the other stuff that could go wrong with it back in the day with the old Joes. But if you like this video, please smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, visit the vacation links in the description below, and if you guys have any other questions, just give me a call. That's down inside of my cruises website, cruisesinc.com website there. And I look forward to speaking with you and hopefully scheduling you one of those dream vacations, and or just comment on the channel and let me know. I tell you, I gotta say yo Joe for this guy, and I love him to death, and can't wait to get the rest of the guys in the series. I highly recommend, and hope you guys are having a good time this first couple of days of June here, and are staying safe, practicing all the countermeasures, and let's get things back to normal. Yo Joe, have a good night, guys. Bye bye.